What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Mighty Gaming Channel video over on YouTube. We have not posted anything for about 4 months now. We've moved from YouTube to somewhere else. I don't want to make it too obvious of where I've moved to. I'm sure everybody who has been tagging along with us has figured out where we've gone, but we may have gone somewhere to another platform. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Ooh, in the description down below. But anyway. Today we're going through the patch notes very quickly for the Juggernaut Edition State of Decay, which launches tomorrow. I have been putting off this video mainly because I've been sick. I'm sure you can tell that my nose is still blocked because I'm still just about to beat this cold. Like the profuse sweating has stopped. I've just got a blocked nose now. I'm good. But anyway, we're going to go very quickly through the Juggernaut Edition patch notes today. There actually is... There's quite a lot. So I reckon we just machine gun go. And here we go. State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition is a revised and refreshed version of the game and already enjoyed by millions of players. I just realized that me scrolling all the way down to the bottom, you guys couldn't see that because you can't see my screen. All extending versions of State of Decay 2 will automatically be updated to Juggernaut Edition at no additional charges. So it's free, 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 free. You know what the best kind of games are? The free ones. Although I only paid... what did I pay for the game I'm playing now? $4.50 for the Division 2 when it was on special, 95% off. Which is also pretty good, but doesn't beat free. There's also a little video there, which you guys should be able to see here in the background somewhere. Here are some of the highlights of the menu, visual, and gameplay improvements included in Juggernaut Edition. Read the full release notes below for more details. Well, we don't want the highlights. We're going to read it all. Are we going to skip the highlights? We'll read the highlights. We created a brand new map for players to explore, a rugged, logged town named Providence Ridge. We completely rebuilt the post-tutorial experience to better teach players the key facets of playing the game. We created a new category of heavy melee weapons that reward the player's skill and timing. Ooh, I like that. I like they've sort of added a bit more skill rather than the skills you clicked on the screen, like human built-in skills into a weapon in the game. That's cool. We revised many aspects of our user interface, from the main menu screens to the map screen. We improved our color scheme, including splitting dodge and stealth into separate buttons. Did we need dodge and stealth into separate buttons? I suppose I'll find out tomorrow what that's about. We made a wide range of graphical improvements, including better lighting, foliage optimizations for better performance. We also improved the audio experience, including additional music and effects. New music! I'm in! And fine-tuning the overall mix. With fixed dozens of missions and gameplay bugs to ensure a better experience for all. Maybe they finally fixed the multiplayer. Probably not. New platform and cross-platform support. Juggernaut Edition is available with any Xbox Game Pass subscription and can be purchased on the Microsoft Xbox One store and Windows 10 store. And now for the first time, State of Decay 2 will also be available to PC players via Steam and the Epic Games Store. I knew it was coming to Steam, I didn't know it was going to Epic Games as well. Wait, first time for PC players? I've been playing it all this time on PC. What the are they talking about? All versions of the game are fully multiplayer compatible. You will always be able to invite and play with your friends through Xbox Live no matter which store or platform they have chosen. If you own the game on multiple platforms, please note that some saved data is not shared across platforms, and the following data is always synchronized using your Xbox Live account. Achievements, unlock outfits, completed bounties, daybreak, reward and progress, and legacy boon cards. Excuse me. Individual community saves, legacy characters, and prestige currency are only shared between Xbox One and Windows 10 stored versions of the game. The Steam version of the game uses Steam Cloud synchronization data between Steam computers, while Epic Games Store uses the Epic Cloud save system. Okay, so if you play on Steam, you can play with your other buddies over on everything else, but your save games will only stay on your save game, except for achievements, unlock outfits, completed bounties, daybreak reward progress, and your boon cards. And same with, was it Steam and Epic Games? Right, so basically, if you buy it on Microsoft Windows Store or on Xbox, it'll be easier. You can get it on the other two, but it'll have not problems, but it won't be as friendly. You know what I mean. I just read it. It's all good. All DLC included. Juggernaut Edition includes all the DLC that was previously sold separately. So you get everything. You get the Independence Day pack, which is now unlocked after you defeat all the Plague Hearts in at least one territory, or if you have the Total Eclipse achievement. Players who bought the Independence pack will still have unlimited access to it. I think it was $6, something like that. Daybreak is now unlocked for all players. Players who already own Daybreak receive 3,000 bonus prestige to show our thanks. Okay. Daybreak owners will also receive a Jug Skull leather jacket. Cool. To let their enemies know what they're up against. Fear my Jug Skull leather jacket. Heartland is also unlocked for all players. Heartland was cool, actually. Players who have previously played Heartland receive 3,000 bonus prestige to show our thanks. Woohoo! Heartland players also receive the Jug Heart leather jacket. Wait. Okay, so one's a Jugger Skull and one's a Jugger Heart leather jacket to demonstrate that they can't be stopped attitude. Players who originally purchased the Ultimate Edition of State of Decay 2 will receive an additional 1,000 bonus prestige and 2 unique outfit items to show our thanks for their support. The Shaggy Jack Combat Helmet and Leather Jacket to show off the legendary mascot of Providence Ridge, our new added map. Our previous pre-order and retail-specific bonus packs, as well as limited special edition outfits and hats, are still exclusive to the players who have received them. Okay, right, let's get into the map. Zenio Map, which was a community request from our wishlist. They have a wishlist? Wait, let me see what's on the wishlist. Loading. It's just a page from Undead Labs forums that says, a new map is number 1 on our wish list with new bases and facilities. From Kills Banger. Okay. That's it. That's all it says. Providence Ridge was a town in flux when the outbreak hit. The rustic charms of an old logging town are clearly apparent in the architecture. And Jesus, how many big words do they want to put in there? Apparent in the architecture and industrial nature of many neighborhoods. However, you can see how the modern world has actively invaded this area, from espresso stands to the appropriate the town's longtime mascot, the new housing development being built on the west edge of town. As the first new map added to the core game, we wanted to make sure Providence Ridge matched the established tone of State of Decay while also bringing new elements to our world building for inspiration. The team drew on our experiences living in or near the many current or forming logger towns that are so common in the Pacific Northwest, from, oh god, don't ask me to pronounce that, Snoqualmire, and North Brend to Folks and Monsenio. I'm not an American, I don't know how to pronounce these places. We're proud to have their results, and we hope you enjoy exploring the new town and discovering everything it has to share. Providence Ridge features 5 new bases for you to claim. Awesome. See below for details. We used environmental storytelling to provide subtle and not so subtle hints about the nature of this town before and during the outbreak. The map introduces more versatility than previous maps, with significant elevation changes from one region to another. Cool, so it's like really hilly? Awesome. Keep your eye out for the town mascot, a flood-clad Sasquatch known as Shaggy Jack. He may turn up in some unexpected places. Fuck off! You'll be exploring some cave and there'll be Shaggy Jack the Sasquatch like, fuck that. If he turns up in unexpected places, he's gonna get a bullet to the face from me. And speaking of unexpected places, Providence Ridge has some secrets hiding off the beaten path. Those who search may be rewarded. Those who search may be rewarded. The new bases. Providence Ridge has 5 different bases for players to choose from. Each base features special design twists that make it more different from the bases that we've built in prior maps. We can't wait to see you exploring these new potential homes for your survival communities. First up, we have the Firewatch Fortress. This cozy, fortified base is built around a Firewatch tower. If you don't know what a Firewatch tower is, it's a very, very tall small tower. It's basically so somebody can. In the olden days, somebody used to go up there and sit up the top, and if they saw smoke in the distance, they'd yell fire and say, "The fire's over there." That's a fire watchtower. But young people today don't know what they are. Like, I didn't know what they are. There's a couple of guys from Australia who make YouTube videos about dropping stuff off one. I had no idea what it was. I had to Google it. I'm like, why the hell is this massive tower in the middle of nowhere? Firewatch Tower, it features its own survey point, built-in beds and infirmary. It's designed to be a great starting base for new players, and with just enough room to explore customization before you're ready to move to a better home. Next up we got Rosies, a fortified truck stop. This medium-sized base comes equipped with a secret distillery in the kitchen, oh naughty naughty, an auto shop that teaches the mechanics skill, and built-in fuel storage that doubles as a watchtower. Right, I'm gonna have to cut so I can cough. Well, my dogs timed that perfectly. That's what they were gonna go nuts and bark. Perfect. Right, coughing has completed. Rosie's truck stop. This medium-sized base comes equipped with a secret distillery in the kitchen, auto shop that teaches mechanics skill, and a built-in fuel storage that doubles as a watchtower. Reports indicate that a strange supply drop landed here a long time ago and has never been opened. What's up with that? This base is great for the mid-game experience, and its central location allows easy travel throughout Providence Ridge. Base number 3, the Western Builder Supply Fenced Warehouse. This is a medium-sized base. Offers a ton of space for customization, along with a huge custom storage facility ready to store all your resources. Like the truck stop, this base features an old, unopened supply drop which is waiting for the right skills to crack it open. Cool. So they've got like all these weird crates, so you need to do certain things to open, I'm guessing. This base offers good access to plenty of scavenging opportunities, making it another solid mid-game base choice for your survivor community. The last two bases are Prescott Fire Station. This is a large base, offers a suite of unique built-in facilities unlike any other. A fully upgraded workshop that reduces the parts cost for everything you build or repair. A fighting gym that also teaches the medicine skill and upgrade. Ooh, that's handy. Teaches the medicine skill and upgrades to provide passive injury recovery. A scout tower allowing you to have 3 no ammo cost guards and offering a radio command to scout nearby territory. Wow, that's quite overpowered. It also has a fully upgraded firehouse kitchen that includes food storage and a utility room that provides both power and water to your entire base. That's probably the most overpowered base I've seen so far. A fully upgraded workshop. A fully upgraded gym that also teaches medicine skills. A scout tower allowing you to have 3 no ammo cost guards. A radio that can scout nearby territory. A fully upgraded kitchen with storage. And a utility room that provides both power and water. It has like 10 bonuses. Wow, that's overpowered. That's where my base will be. First round anyway. What else we got? Then there's the last base is the Lundergaard Lumbamil. This large base, is the first home site in the game to include 5 large facility slots. This creates massive flexibility for players choosing to explore different base building strategies. Will you construct an enormous garden complex to grow massive quantities of food and meds? Will you cycle through leaders until you've built all 4 of the leader Oh, that's not a bad idea. Cycle through all your leaders until you've built all 4 leader facilities. Now, at least you don't have to execute them anymore like I used to. I'll just build the biggest thing that my leader can build. The trade hub. And then I'll just murder my leader. Oops. And then I'll build the next one so I can build the next one. Whereas at least now you can just kind of just demote them, but you don't have to kill them. But they get quite upset. Will you build all 3 different upgraded barracks? We look forward to players posting their awesome ideas on how to fill this place up on social media, trying to find the strongest build for this wide open base full of potential. Wow, that's going to be a tough choice. 5 large slots or a base with 10 passive bonuses. I feel like the fire station, the fire station is going to be better for like players who don't really like customizing their base. It's all basically in there, ready, good to go. And the lumber mill is more for people who like to build whatever they want. Right, how far we've got? We're not even halfway through the list of patch notes. My God, they've been busy. New combat style, heavy weapons. Community quest request from our wish list. This brand new category of melee weapons is now available for your survivors. Heavy weapons trade melee swing speed and stamina cost for a superior reach and the ability to hit several enemies with one swing. We expect the heavy weapons to be difficult to wield for beginners, but rewarding for those players who spend time learning the best timing and positioning. Some heavy weapons are blunt, some are bladed. Cool, so you can get both. They all benefit primarily from the advantages granted by the existing Powerhouse Specialization of the cardio skill tree. Power Hit. This is a new attack unlocked by the Powerhouse Specialization. Hold the attack button with any heavy weapon in hand, then release it to execute a powerful uppercut swing and send zombies flying. Awesome. I can't wait to do that. And just watch dudes just fly across the screen. That's going to be nuts. Cross check. Press the jump button while facing an enemy to quickly interrupt them. Good if you need an alternative to a big slow swing. Unlock Flying Strike with the acrobatic skill for a more deadly version. Cool. Heavy Finisher. This ground execution is more for a heavy weapon. This ground execution move for a heavy weapon can also hit others than zombies standing nearby. So it must be like a big swing and a smash or something. Awesome. This game includes 10 heavy weapons at launch of Juggernaut Edition, with more on the way in the future. Here's what you can expect to find when you scavenge the world. I honestly, I might skip that bit just so it's a surprise. I don't want to know exactly what weapons are there. If you want to read the patch notes, I'll leave a link in the description of how to get to them if you want to read that part. But I'm going to skip that bit because I don't want to know. I want to find them, and I know there's 10. That's all I need to know. New starter experience. That's just the updated tutorial. Do I need to read all that? It's not too long. We've completely rebuilt the post-tutorial early game experience. This means that once you leave your Camp Osprey, after the opening minutes of the first session, you'll encounter an entirely new sequence of missions designed to teach you the key aspects of State of Decay. New arrivals always start with the game on our new map, Providence Ridge. Cool! So new players will always start on the new map? Is that what that's saying? In a designated area designed to keep things simple. Okay, so there's like a noob area. The starting area is easy to understand and navigate at a glance. Nearly everything in the starting area is close together and can be explored on foot. Zombie concentrations are lower than in the more densely inhabited areas. Got it. Your first base in Providence Ridge is the Fireworks Fortress. Is much simpler and easier to manage than the split-level starter homes on the other maps. That's true. Some of the two-story bases when you're at the very start were very, not difficult, but more difficult than the flat bases. I feel like that's a good idea. The entire base is outdoors. You can see all your facilities at a glance. This lets you manage them easily in person, even before you learn how to use the base station screen. There is a built-in survey tower to give you a lay of the land, which is this fire tower thing. Community members will always be visible and easy to find. A brand new set of starter missions are structured to ease newcomers into the true State of Decay 2 experience. You're given multiple goals at once and learn how to manage them on the map screen. The first time you approach a vehicle, you are actually taught how to refuel, repair, and unload it. All the new starter missions feature in-world mission markers to help you find your destinations more easily. The story focuses on introducing the leader types and emphasizing your role, not just as a survivor, but as a leader! The starter experience ends gradually, teaching but not requiring you to choose a leader and claim a new base. We've also expanded the how to play menu with more teaching and explanations. Excellent. So they made it easier for new players, which I'm imagining now that they're on the Epic Store and Steam, there's going to be a lot of those. Each leader type, for example, has its own tutorial screen. We also badge the how to play menu for new players, make it easier to discover. Players who choose the not to play through tutorial have a much slimmer, quicker starter arc to get them into the game. Revised user interface. We took this opportunity to review our user interface and improve it with a few key places with the aim of making the game clearer and easier to understand. The front-end menu of the game has a whole new look. The list of available choices is better organized and easier to navigate. All the game modes, including Daybreak and Heartland, are unlocked and playable directly from the main menu. You can easily access your legacy pool to view and edit these list of characters available from future communities. The entire... My god, I'm only halfway through the patch notes. My god, there are so many. The entire game user interface has received a visual overhaul to improve blah blah blah. So they made the screens prettier. Yep, we got all that. Blah 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 blah. Revised controls. Based on our observations as well as feedback from players, we made some changes to the default control scheme. We think the changes will make gameplay smoother and more intuitive. New players will automatically be assigned to the new scheme, and existing players will retain the older, familiar control scheme, although we encourage you to try out the changes. Okay. Here's a rundown of what we changed. Stealth and dodge now split into two different buttons by default, with a controller, dodge being the enter stealth. With a controller, dodge by pressing B and enter stealth by clicking the left thumbstick. With a mouse and keyboard, dodge by tapping C or the middle mouse button and entering stealth by tapping control. This pushes grapple to the X key. Note that with new prompted finishes, see below, grappling to finish zombies is no longer critical. Cool. Splitting those two actions has created a cascading effect on the controller. The flashlight has been moved to the left thumbstick and up on the D-pad. Radio has been moved to the up on the D-pad and is now accessible only by opening the inventory vase down on the D-pad. So you got to press down on the D-pad and then up on the D-pad. I suppose something had to get moved. We've also made some other changes. Vulnerable zombies will now prompt you to finish them off by pressing the interact button. Please finish me off, is what they're going to say. The existing quick finisher key Z by default still also works. Players using the keyboard can reload while not aiming by using the R. Such an advantage being able to reload while not aiming. You can run and reload at the same time without aiming down your sights. Players using a controller can now scroll through their consumable items. Blah 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 blah. Graphic improvements. As everybody knows, no artist has ever considers their work done. They just get their pencils or paintbrushes or digital systems taken away. Juggernaut Edition gives our artists a great opportunity to revisit many of the decisions and compromises made in order to launch the original game, adding improvements and a variety of changes. Light. We've performed an extensive lighting and post-processing pass on the 4 existing maps, Cascade Hills, Ducker County, Megan Valley, and Heartland/Trumbull Valley. We've improved the color grading to give each map a distinct visual identity. We greatly expanded the luminous range of the daytime lighting. Okay, so they changed the lighting. The patch notes are so long, I'm not even going to read them all. It's been nearly half an hour and I'm still not done. And I'm nowhere near the bottom. There's a section about dark, about light, about environments, survivors. Survivors now feature a new layer of dust and grime that varies with their morale. Sad survivors don't do laundry. That's great. So if your survivors are sad, they're all going to be all dirty and yucky. We improved the lighting on the community screen to better represent your survivors. Blah, blah, blah. Audio improvements. As with our graphical improvements, Juggernaut Edition has an audio team in charge to revisit our prior decisions to improve and expand on the already amazing State of Decay 2 soundtrack. The game soundtrack has been greatly expanded with new compositions. Cool, so there's new music. Will I get copyright strikes on them? Well, I'm not on YouTube anymore, so I don't have to really worry about that. We're over on that other place that nobody can still figure out, and I still get emails saying, where have you gone? I'm pretty sure we can all figure out. Should I leave it here? Maybe then people can figure out where I've gone. I'll tell you what, I'll leave it over there. The link's in the description. It just never ceases to amaze me how many emails I get saying, where have you gone? We miss your content. Right there. That's where I've gone. Other updates. Whenever we're not working on stuff mentioned above, we're pushing up our sleeves. I'm not wearing any sleeves. to tackle bugs and fixes and quality of life improvements with it. That's a load of shit because we've been crying to fix the multiplayer for years now and they still haven't fixed it. Don't lie to me, whoever you are. Undead Labs. Gameplay updates. The map, we all know about the map. All play card locations are now revealed early in-game in the standard and dread zones to help new players understand their goals. Why do they do that? That's weird. Maybe in standard, but I'll be playing in Nightmare probably. The radio command. Actually, I'm probably going to play Dread. It's kind of hard, but you still get resources. Whereas Nightmare, it's hard and you don't get resources. The radio command to locate a plague heart has been removed in these zones. It will still be available in nightmare zones where the plague hearts remain hidden. All potential base locations are now revealed on the map as soon as you arrive to offer points of interest and aid in exploration. The map must be big if you need to point out everything right at the beginning. Survivors. The Red Talon Logistics skill now provides the benefits of metalworking as advertised. We disallowed some of the contradictory trait pairing that made characters seem simultaneously elated and miserable at the same time. Fair enough. Killing a single zombie now instantly creates... I don't even know what that word is. Moradium? I've never seen that word before in the English language. Bear with me while I Google this word. Googling. Moradium? A temporary prohibition of an activity. I want to say memorandum, but it's not a memorandum. It's a moratorium. A moratorium is a delay or suspension of an activity or a law in legal context. It's a legal lawyer word, righto. Why? It's a kid's game. Why are we putting all these crazy words in here? Killing a single zombie will instantly create a moratorium on new spawns in the immediate area, and scoring a few more kills makes that a no spawning zone. Oh, makes the no spawning zone larger. This isn't a new system, but it acts much more quickly than before. Cool! This means you are less likely to have new zombies spawn in inappropriate places right after you think you've cleared them out. This also creates a subtle break in the pacing of the game, with more intense fights, punctuated by more periods of quiet. Cool. That's actually, I like that. Because if you've played Nightmare Mode, you'll know that if you fire your gun once, zombies will come running for everywhere. Exactly like that. You'll be surrounded in 5 minutes, and if the more you fire your gun, the more they'll come. We've also increased the size of the safe zone around your base to make it calmer for you and your allies, but only slightly, to avoid breaking sieges. Items and scavenging. We've improved the behavior of the fallback loot to reduce the likelihood of non-fuel items dropping in fuel storage, military storage, utility boxes, and chemical storage. The base chance of finding an empty container while scavenging is now 1 in 30, whereas it used to be 1 in 10. Okay, so it's kind of hard to find empty stuff now. The descriptions of hiking packs no longer claim that they are low profile when clearly they're the size of a small car. Soda can bombs have now behaved like pipe bombs when thrown into water. Their fuses are extinguished and do not explode. Okay, so don't use soda can bombs in water. Weapons and mods. We've buffed the impact value of suppressors. At close range, they now do as much damage as before update 14. Their damage still drops off sooner at long range. We also improved suppressors' ability to reduce gunshot noise. The new differences between calibers are still there. Okay, so bigger guns, even with a suppressor on it, still make more noise. But the average noise value is back down to where it was before update 14. For example, 5.56 and 7.62 weapons are slightly louder than before the update 14. Most other calibers are about the same, but a 22 weapons are quieter than before. All muzzle brakes have now added a chance for the weapon to kick straight up, or as close to straight up as that weapon allows, rather than bouncing all over the place. The additional odds of this happening are plus 25%, plus 50%, plus 75% for Handmade Pro and Advanced brakes, respectively. Cool. Bases and resources, missions, fixes. Oh my god. Okay, so these are all the fixes for the missions. My god, there are a lot of fixes. There's like pages and pages and pages of mission fixes. I don't think we need to read all that. Oh, and that's the end. Okay, so that's it. So that's pretty much... I've gone through the important stuff. There's still even more. But my god, that is a long patch notes. That's probably 20 pages of patch notes there. Easily. That's quite a long patch notes. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We will be live streaming State of Decay Juggernaut Edition over on Twitch when they launch, which will be tomorrow. It's over there on that place over there. I'll leave a description in the link down there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm not dead. Please don't message me saying where have I gone. Message me, but don't message me saying where have I gone. I'm over there. Yes, please join the Discord. It's still very alive, very active. The trade network's still there. It's still running. Not that many people use it anymore. The looking for group thing, I still see people posting in there all the time. The Facebook page is still going. Everything's still going well. Come and find me. I'm over there. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that. Is it like and subscribe over here? I haven't made a YouTube video in a while. It's always follow and subscribe over on Twitch. Oh, I mean, I didn't say that word. Oh, I'm going to get demonetized now. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the game tomorrow. But until then, peace, see you, bye.